Irvine is, as you may know, one of the best places in the US to live. I mean, quite literally, both in terms of climate, employment, anything. So it's obviously a great area, but we also have a very nice university, and more importantly for you as graduate students, an extremely nice department. It's unusually broad in that we cover a very wide range of areas. We always did. So we had, now computer science is of course changing and diversifying and growing from bio to, right? I mean, the importance of computer science is, it's ubiquitous. It's everywhere. It's embedded systems to designing new drugs, to curing cancer. So, and we're fortunate enough to have had and continue to have very strong groups in pretty much every area and sub-area of computer science with people who are world known in pretty much every area. So again, ranging from biocomputing to machine learning to embedded systems to supercomputing, you name it, we've got it. Now, why that is important to you, you may be here, you may have applied here because you're interested in databases. How can I forget databases and big data? So, very strong groups in all of those areas. And the reason why that may be important to you is, you probably know some of that because you've applied here, and so you presumably did some research on who's who. And so you're here because you're interested, presumably, and because you know some of those people. But the diversity of the department is important because, well, let me put it this way. When I went to graduate school, I was firmly convinced that what I wanted to do was natural language understanding. And I read books about it as an undergrad, and I've done a project on that as an undergrad, even though there wasn't anywhere at the school I was at who really did that kind of AI at the time. But I found somebody who was willing to supervise me, and I did a project. So I was really, 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 really into natural language understanding. And at that time, Yale was, I thought, the place for natural language understanding because there was this very famous, back then, you probably haven't heard about him by now, but Roger Schank is still around, but who was the big shot in that area. He started, he's one of the founders of cognitive science. Anyway, so I went there to do that. And within a year, I wasn't doing AI, I was doing parallelizing compilers for any number of reasons, but I just totally switched areas. Not because there's anything wrong with AI, there were all sorts of other factors, and then I became interested in this. Now, I'm not saying you should switch. In fact, I was very lucky because that switch didn't really cost me any time in terms of progress toward the PhD, but switching areas can take, can add years to your PhD. But my point is, being in a department where there is a very wide spectrum of things, tends to lead to better research because a lot of the research nowadays is collaborative between several areas and several people, and we're fortunate in this department to have people that get along with each other and talk to each other and collaborate quite a bit. But more importantly, for you as a graduate student, if you're going to want to switch areas for whatever reason, you don't have to switch schools. You'll find very strong people in many other areas, and you can do that. Beyond this, we're in California. People are relaxed. It's a wonderful environment. People are by and large very friendly. Both faculty and students, and so it's a very, very pleasant environment. And of course, you don't have to worry about walking home at night after you've been working for 20 hours and finishing a paper at 4 in the morning, getting shot, which is important because in many top universities, that is a concern. I mean, I know when I was at Yale, I had a couple of friends who were held up at gunpoint. They didn't get killed, but, So You know, that's possibly a consideration. It would be to me. But maybe most people are not as paranoid as I am. So, all right. So I guess that's all I wanted to tell you. Welcome to Irvine. I hope you join us. And we're a great department. We're becoming better every day. And the rankings are beginning to notice. We're, you know, we hope to see you here in the fall. Unless you have any questions. Okay. Have fun. Enjoy your day.